Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great Saturday so far. Guys, I did something that may be so terrible. This is what I did. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So let's go ahead and talk about my debt confession video. This is my first time ever in life doing one of these, but I figured you all would like to hear what happened, how it happened. Yeah, so let's get started. So last year on November 4th, 2022, Travis called me and said we were in a wreck. Backstory. So I had someone to take him to his brother's house, and I was at home the entire time, so I wasn't in the wreck. So, fast forward, I asked Travis, I asked him, I don't think I asked him right away, did anybody get hurt? I don't know. I was in shock. So he called, said, well, we were in a wreck. And I'm like, who is we? Um, what happened? I eventually asked, were y'all okay? And he was telling me, well, we were in a pile up. So the wreck was a 4-car pile up, and I will insert pictures throughout the video so you guys can kind of see what happened. So there was a 4 pile up wreck. My car was at the end. So with my car being at the end, Travis was pretty much the only one that got hurt. He ended up with a little gash on the right side of his eye, which he's having some nerve damage from that. He's been to the ophthalmologist. He's been taking medicine for that. So they ended up having to rush him to the hospital because all they saw was, the bad stuff. He ended up needing to get some stitches, and he came home a day or two later. So my car was at the end of the wreck. It was a 4-car pile up. All cars pretty much drove away. Well, one car drove away. Another car ended up totaled, of course. My car ended up completely totaled. And another car had a little damage, but I don't know if they drove away from it or not, according to the accident report. So, 4 cars messed up. Here it is in the afternoon. I can't really get nowhere because that was the only vehicle. Travis said I didn't need to come where he was, even though it happened right down the street. I guess I could have walked down there, but it would have took some time for me to get there. And of course, I had Jasmine, so I couldn't have, got an Uber because of her. So, yeah, here I am worried, very worried, really stressed out, not really knowing what's going on, what happened, what the vehicles look like. Here I am just stuck. I was definitely going through the motions because here I am trying to save for a new vehicle to where I could have a rather large down payment, and boom, slap in the face. Right? Yeah, I know. So, for the pretty much entire month of November, I was carless except for when I had the rental car. And that was fine. That was good. I'm glad I had it because I was able to go to the store. Didn't have to rely on Amazon. Didn't have to rely on Uber Eats. Didn't have to rely on DoorDash. But I'm glad those services are available because we really use those. I mean, of course, they were a little expensive, but I'm glad there was cash available to use those services. Jasmine, what are you doing? Sorry, guys. Jasmine is. Y'all know how she is. So, hopefully, she's not chewing on anything. But, again, I'm glad those services are available. I'm glad that we really didn't have to ask for help to get from A to B. So, November, got the rental. We did get a chance to go home. We didn't spend Thanksgiving at home, so we just ended up cooking at the house. And then I had to turn the rental car in on November the 22nd or 23rd. I can't remember the date. And then we were carless again, but right after, the insurance company did send the check, and the lady did tell me I can go ahead and start looking for a vehicle. But of course, I was already in the process of looking for a vehicle before she mentioned that. I just didn't know what I really wanted. I wanted to go to the reliability side, which is getting a Toyota. But guys, have y'all seen the prices of those RAV4s? Like a used RAV4, and I'm going to read this off. That way I can make sure I'm right. So the first dealership I went to a Toyota dealership, and I looked at a 2021 Toyota RAV4 LE. And the LE model is just the basic model, no sunroof, none of that. It had 42,207 miles. Guess how much the dealership wanted? So, the market value selling price was $29,815. Added leather was $1,595. The total purchase was $31,410. The dock fees, taxes would have made my balance $34,789. Now, get this. So I'm back. So I'm looking at the paper. I don't know if I should have. Nope, I shouldn't have had this, but it says for internal use only, but I got the paper anyway. So, loan payment estimated. Cash down, $700. 60 months, $593 to $606. 72 months, $517 to $527. And 48 months, $708 to $718. Of course, with $8,000 down for 48 months, that was $683 to $693. And then you have the lowest, which is 72 months, $499 to $409. And I'm thinking, well, who's going to pay that? So I left, and I went to another dealership. Now, I have the purchase agreement here. This is for a 2022 Toyota RAV4, gray in color. And it doesn't say which one it is, but it had 13,859 miles on it. And the cash value of the vehicle was $34,980. After all of the taxes and fees and all of that, that brought the total to $38,604. And of course, with just, let's just say an estimate down payment of $7,000, that would have been $31,604.48. I didn't like that either. So I kept looking for a vehicle, kept looking, and now the Kias were the last on my list because it's a Kia and we all know how they are or can be. So I didn't want a Nissan. I didn't want any vehicle with a CVT transmission at all. I can't stand them. I don't want them. No. So I was looking at a Kia, and I was thinking, if the Kia is the same price of the RAV4 with more warranty than a used vehicle, then I might as well get that. So I did. I got a Kia, a 2023 Kia Sportage EX, and I'm having buyer's remorse because I don't know if I made the right deal or not. I don't know if I should have got the vehicle, but I did. So as of today, and today is March the 17th, I have now a total of, let's see, principal payment $29,767.52. And Jasmine, what are you doing? This would be my first ever brand new vehicle. When I first started driving, I drove my dad's car, and we paid that off. Well, I only paid $200 towards that, but we paid that off, and I ended up hitting a deer. And then back then, that vehicle was a 2005 Chevy Malibu. I got a new vehicle, which was a 2008 Grand Prix, which was a Pontiac. I traded that in because it was paid off in cash. I traded that in back in 2016, I believe. And that's when I got my Nissan, and I only owed about 12 grand on that. And then that one got wrecked. I ended up with the 2023 Kia Sportage, and I have somewhat of a peace of mind, guys. So I don't know where I was at, but yeah, I definitely had a lot of buyer's remorse, but thank goodness for the warranty. And I'm hoping to have this vehicle paid off sooner than later. So let me know what you think of this vehicle. I know I was kind of all over the place, and yes, this is my first debt confession, but again, I don't know, I just wanted to do this. So here I am, $29,000. Well, if we go off the payoff, I'm actually $29,809 in debt as of today. And I thought about trading this vehicle in and getting some cheaper, but as you can see, according to the paperwork that I read, the used vehicles are the same price as the new vehicles. And yeah, I don't know. I thought about it just to see what would happen, but let me know down below what you would do in this situation. Like, I don't have a problem with making these payments, but I don't know. Just let me know. Bye.